kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down, Nelson, and incomplete to open things up. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. That'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Nelson to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, Nelson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Peterson. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw, Peterson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football. Right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Set to throw is Nelson. Looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Lindsey on the carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
49.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Nelson. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Operating from the gun, Nelson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, Nelson. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Back to throw. Nelson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Seahawks nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the line.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also...
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30, the 20, 10. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
For Minnesota.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
The turnover differential.
without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Peterson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Seahawks 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Peterson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Nelson now to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Hines, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Danielle Hunter able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Myers for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Vikings 21, Seahawks 13. Michael Dixon.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Nelson looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Operating from the gun, Nelson. He'll find Lindsey here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's 3rd.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A final shot before break. Nelson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 16 yards, a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Back at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Peterson quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
They run with Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the gun, Peterson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route, and I think a lot of teams...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it. All of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
.36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here's Peterson looking to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
To throw is Peterson. To throw on second down. Aaron, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the delay, here's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. To throw is Peterson on 3rd and 2. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jordan Brooks able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Dancing to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
the
tackle by Darrell Taylor.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Vikings first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 11.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
The point after.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run again with Hines. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him by